candidates have been informed of all the rules, so let's get started. I would like to, if I may, please to call up our two candidates for the property valuation administrator position, Mr. Ron Winters, the incumbent, and the challenger, Mr. Albert Harrison. Thank you, gentlemen. During the coin toss for these two candidates, Mr. Harrison won the toss, and he has chosen that he will close last with his statement, which means that Mr. Winters will open his comments. Thank you. We'll turn it over.
Starting now? Okay. My name is Ron Winters. I'm your current PVA. I'm a lifelong resident of Oldham County. Currently, I live in LaGrange with my wife, Barbara, and we have 3 children, Adam, Christine, and Josh. Many of you know me and my family. I was raised here in Oldham County on a dairy farm outside of LaGrange. My parents are Gilbert, Genevieve Winters, and I have 2 brothers, Hartley and Donnie Winters. I believe that to be a good property valuation administrator, you need to have a vast knowledge of how to accurately place values on parcels of real estate. This is not a job that you learn as you go along. It's a job that takes years of training and experience to be good at. I have that knowledge and experience. I have over 28 years experience of putting parcels on real estate in Oldham County, and I've worked over 15 years in the property valuation office. I believe the people of Oldham County deserve a PVA who's not afraid to defend his assessments. I believe everyone should be treated the same, whether you live in a starter home or a mansion. I will continue to work hard for the people of Oldham County to ensure that everyone receives a fair and honest assessment. Now, why am I running for re-election? Quite frankly, I love my job. Since I went into office, in 2002, my staff and I have taken the PVA office from the Stone Age up into the 21st century. We moved to a new location, more accessible to the public. We developed a website which is available to all the citizens to look up basic characteristics, as well as a website that we generate income from. We work with years for county officials, and as of a year ago, we have a GIS system up and running, which greatly assists us in locating parcel lines and land sizes and structures that weren't on the tax rolls previously. Our future plans is to have a CAMA system. That's a computer-assisted mass appraisal system, which will greatly help us in doing our residential assessments. As I say, we've done a lot. I love my job, and I want to hang on to it. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Albert Harrison. My home is on McNaken Manor here in LaGrange. In 1965, I graduated from the University of Louisville. I'm a single divorced parent. My 3 children, Dana, Travis, and Chad, all graduated from Oldham High School. We went through the entire school system here. My first grandchild is now 8.5 weeks old. My father started surveying in Oldham County in 1951, and I grew up working with him in that profession. Licensed in 1970, for nearly 35 years, I successfully operated my own company doing individual surveys of all sizes and working on various developments. There are over 30 subdivisions current in this county that have either my name or my father's name on them, and they total over 2,600 residential lots with homes on them. I work on large family surveys and conservation easements. Aggregately totals more than 12,000 acres just here in Oldham County. In April 1967, I was a distinguished graduate from the Infantry Officers Candidate School in Fort Benning, Georgia. In January 1968, as a combat platoon leader in South Vietnam, I was severely injured by a landmine. After extensive rehabilitation, I completed another year of service and received an honorable discharge in April 1967. For several years here in Oldham County, I served as a coach or manager in the Oldham County Youth Soccer Program, South Oldham Little League, and YMCA soccer programs. In the early 1990s, my engineering staff designed the layout of the field for the Buckner Soccer Complex, and then with the help of some friends and local contractors, I literally helped build that field. As a career land surveyor, I have a very hands-on perspective of residential development. My roles in those 30-plus subdivisions involve working with the planning commission, state and local agencies, utility companies, and yes, even the PVA office. There's literally an untapped resource of technology available for the PVA office. These advanced tools will someday enhance that office's operation as well as facilitate the management and use of available data. That office is perhaps the most important piece of the property data management landscape in our county, and it needs to be the leader, not the follower. The current property data must be reviewed on an individual basis to determine whether the needed equity is present. Under my administration, property valuations and assessments will be made on an individual basis. I will have full